9.8 in this women's 1 mile. Maricica Puica of Romania, the Olympic 3,000-meter champion, standing next to her, Zola Budd of England, and Christina Boxer wearing 2.94. This is the showdown between the Olympic champion and Mary Slaney and Zola Budd, of course. And this is the real showdown of women's middle distance running. A field of 15 gathered over the classic 4-lap distance. And everyone's noticed that Mary Decker Slaney, is wearing some strapping on one of her cars where she's had a little Achilles tendon trouble. What a tragedy, because she's running so well. Neither she nor Maricica Puica have been beaten this season. They're standing next to one another, and this really is a tremendous competition, because for all the battles there have been between Mary Slaney and Zola Budd, it seems that Maricica Puica has been locked out of those battles. But she's in now, and the 17 unwrapped, and as expected, it's Delisa Walton-Floyd of the United States, the pacemaker, that goes off, and quickly after her is Mary Slaney. Mary Slaney having been unbeaten over tremendous distance. Drops into third, and Maricica Puica is fourth. Bruns is fourth, Puica fifth, and then Ellie Van Hulst. So it's already unwinding after just 200 meters. Mary Slaney's results this season: a win over 5,000 meters, a win over a mile, then 800 meters, two other mile wins, and both of them very close to the world record, which stands at 4:17.44 to Maricica Puica. And to match that, they've got to come around and clock for even pace running, something like 64 seconds per lap. And they're coming up to the end of the first lap now, with Delisa Walton-Floyd, the American girl, who's married to Stanley Floyd, going through just ahead, 64.69, the time absolutely right. Delisa Walton-Floyd still carrying that pace. Maricica Puica just staying back in fifth. The tall East German girl happy to hang on Zola Budd, and Zola Budd and Christina Boxer, who've come straight here from Moscow, where they did absolutely tremendous yeoman service for the British team. And it really is nice and tightly bunched. And still the American girl doing a good job as pacemaker, but it's got to go soon. And one expects Mary Slaney to take up the running. Talking to Richard Slaney earlier, he said she's got slight Achilles tendon trouble, but she's in marvellous condition apart from that. Chrissy Boxer trying to latch on to this leading group as they come up. Remember, we're looking for something like 2:08 if they're going to be on target for that world record. And it's not far out, it's 2:10. And then the American girl pacemaker drops. 2:10.11, and Christina Boxer has moved up into sixth. That is, of course, 2:09.3 for 880 yards, so it's slightly better than the time shown on the scoreboard. Now Mary Slaney moves on, 26, the girl who was an international at 15. And look how well young Zola Budd's hanging in, the 19-year-old, who's growing in strength and stature as a cross-country runner and as a fine track runner as well. The East German girl just sitting on their shoulder. And Christina Boxer, with that newfound confidence, has moved into 5. And the Olympic champion at 3,000 meters, Maricica Puica, moves around. She's the world record holder. She knows the pace, and the pace is hotting up all the time. They're all locked together. And Christina Boxer finding that this is tough as the blonde Romanian girl comes away. The girl who was injured in '83 and wasn't there to contest the world titles that Mary Slaney won, and is now on the shoulder of Zola Budd and is chasing the favourite, Mary Decker Slaney. Still Ulrika Bruns is in there with them, fighting away, and so too is Zola Budd. Tremendous battle. Christina Boxer can't sustain this pace, and it's this big 4. Even the tall, very experienced East German girl, Ulrika Bruns, the German 1,500-meter champion, can hardly stay with it, but Zola Budd is. Really, the strength that she has at cross-country. Look at this, Puica on the shoulder of Decker, and Puica sprinting for home. And Decker's trying to hang in. She tucks her head down, picks it up again. And don't forget the world record, 4:17.44. It's Puica's, and the race is on 50 yards to the line, and Decker's going to take it. Decker's courage comes through, and Decker's going to take it by 3 yards. Puica second, Zolabad third. That is remarkable because it's a new world record. 4:16.70, and that answers the critics. And had she been on her feet in the Olympic Games, Mary Slaney said she'd have won. And this is the race she wanted. And Puica, quick to go over. And what a remarkable record for Zolabad. 4:17.6 for a new Commonwealth and United Kingdom record. The youngster does it again. Comes back from Moscow in triumph and triumphs again in one of the greatest women's races of all time. Certainly the greatest mile race we've seen between all the top names. This race for the line. It's amazing how Mary Decker-Slaney just tucks her head down, knows that the pressure's on, finds just a little extra speed without seemingly changing a gear. Look at the effort the Romanian girl is putting in. Puica's battling away. Decker still looks elegant. The gap is growing slightly, and that grows to 3 meters, 4 meters to the line. And Zolabad, in fact, is closing on the Olympic champion at the end. A remarkable race, a remarkable time, and a great mile. 4:16.70, still to be rounded up to the nearest hundredth, but a world record for certain to Mary Decker-Slaney. Maricica Puica must almost have matched her previous world record time, but the smile clear for all to see. And that's a real triumph because now all the questions have been answered.